Kia ora. My name is Cate Walker. I'm from Australia. I live in Brisbane. My mother was buried here in the Cook Islands. She was buried here in 1978. Back 10 years ago in 2016, myself, Paula Peniani, and Bobby Nicholas, who is a Cook Islander living in Auckland, we started the Nikao Cemetery Restoration Project because the cemetery was in a pretty bad situation. There was graves washing out to sea. And I didn't know at that time that beside the cancer patients section, there was a jungle beside there. And in that jungle contained the largest group of Cook Islands World War I soldiers buried anywhere in the world. So as we cleared the jungle, we started sharing their stories to our Facebook page. And we were inundated by Cook Islanders literally all over the world asking us, where is my World War I papa buried? So that was the beginning of our project, which is now the Cook Islands Military History Project. We began travelling throughout the Cook Islands. We've been to Mangaia twice, Archu twice, Atataki and Mulki. And so far in the Cook Islands, well, we believe there's about 400 World War I soldiers, Cook Islands World War I soldiers buried in the Cook Islands. We have so far documented, GPS, photographed throughout the Cook Islands, 328 of them. So all of that information is now on the Cook Islands online cenotaph.com. This has been sponsored by Tata Crocombe at the Rarotonga, and he now sponsors our return trips to the Cook Islands to continue on with our research. Because now we're doing World War II, and we have an enormous amount of information about World War II, and it will be in 3 segments. It will be the Coast Watchers, it will be the Cook Islands Local Defence Force, or the Home Guard during World War II here, and it will be Cook Islanders who served for New Zealand during World War II. So they were either living in New Zealand and enlisted, or travelled to New Zealand to enlist, because there was no recruiting here in the Cook Islands. Unlike World War I, in World War II there was no recruiting here. But there was actually quite a large number that did serve during World War II. So like I say, we have an enormous amount of information about World War II, and I'm hoping to have that on our website by the end of the year. And it will grow, just as the World War I research has grown, which has been driven by the people in the Cook Islands, Cook Islanders living everywhere around the world, contacting us, sending us photos, tip-offs about where they're buried, and some are in really remote locations. So in Mangaia, up in the Makatea, we had to walk 20 minutes. Up in the Makatea, a single soldier's grave. So this is why it's so special and unique for the Cook Islands, because in Australia, in New Zealand, we have cemeteries, and therefore, often service cemeteries or whatever. We don't have that here in the Cook Islands, and that's what makes it so unique. But so thank you to the people of the Cook Islands, because they are the ones that have driven this project. I think, well, if I last another 10 years, we've still got another 10 years worth of work to do. And hey, we don't end at World War II. There's been Cook Islanders that have served in every conflict, quite a number in Vietnam and Korea, Malaysia, Afghanistan. So yes, me taki mata to our sponsors as well, Tata Crocombe at the Rarotonga, Air Rarotonga, for flying us throughout the Pa Enua. They've been great supporters of ours, sponsoring our flights. Bank of the Cook Islands as well, that sponsored our accommodation and transport in the Pa Enua. So thank you to them. But most importantly, thank you to the people of the Cook Islands. Without your support, without your encouragement, none of this would have been achieved. Me taki mata.